Hi there, welcome back to our channel. My name is Mommy G. Today, I am showing you our Red Heart Philodendron. This plant is a mutation of black cardinal and is also known as black cardinal twist. This plant is native to South America, and in the Philippines, majority of the red heart philodendrons comes from Thailand. Like black cardinal, this plant is non-climbing or self-heading. This plant may be purchased in garden shop or in online marketplaces. It is a bit pricey than its other philodendron variants. I bought mine during the pandemic and it cost about 50 to 60 US dollars in the Philippines. Right now, you can buy this for less than 20 US dollars. How do you care for this plant? First, let's talk about watering. This plant should be watered from above, as shown. Red Heart is a slow grower compared to other philodendrons. I place this in a shaded area with indirect sunlight. The leaves are very sensitive to the sun. For the soil, we use garden soil with lots of coconut fibers. Just make sure that the soil or soil mix is well draining so you can water this daily. The new growths or new leaves of this plant has the red color. As the leaf matures, it turns green, but you can see the red line at the leaf borders. This is our philodendron red heart, which has been with us for almost a year. And now we are going to propagate it by cuttings, as well as baby plant. So come, join us, and we hope that you learn something. A tiny plant has already grown out of the bottom of our mother plant, so first we'll detach that. This is a close-up of the very tiny plant that has grown at the side of our mother plant. Let me show you how tiny it is. That is my finger right there. It is just about 3 centimeters and our mother plant is just about 18 centimeters. First step is to inspect our plant. The bottom part is the part of the plant that is under the soil, and then you have there the stems. You can see a lot of the stems because after some time the plants lost leaves, so the stem is quite visible. There you can see some growth, some reddish growth. At the top part of the plant, you will notice that we have a lot of leaves that are very closely spaced, and there are some aerial roots that are protruding. I will attempt to make stem cuttings at the bottom part. You can see there the stems with some roots, and then I will be making propagations with complete plant parts, some aerial roots, a stem, and at least one leaf. Here are our stem cuttings. We have the little tiny plant. There are our one leaf propagations, and we also have some propagations that have two leaves. The complete plant parts propagations have super duper tiny stems, as you may have noticed. For our soil mix, what I'll be using is a mix of garden soil and some pumice. So you can use 1:2. If you have coconut cubes or coconut fibers, you can also add those in. Now we are ready to plant our propagations. We'll start off with our stem cuttings, which have some roots. So that's the bottom part. And we also have some cuttings that have no roots. So make sure that the part which grow root or which has some aerial roots is submerged into the soil. Then we will be watering these propagations. We will be keeping this first in a shaded area to allow it to adjust, and then eventually we will expose it to some indirect sunlight. So far, we have done the correct steps. And after a few months, I've learned that we are missing some steps. Let me share with you what happened to our propagations after some time and how we were able to save these propagations. After a few weeks to up to a month, some of this or most of these propagations actually dried up, and we only had two surviving propagations that are not healthy. So this is what I did. If you're familiar with this is called a propagation box. And what I did is I placed the propagations inside this box, and fortunately they grew well and survived. Let me show you what exactly was done in order to achieve that. The tiny plants were placed in this box, which kept the moisture inside, and also at the bottom there is water. So this plant propagations were bottom watered. So it is receiving a lot of moisture from below, and also since the box is enclosed, then the growth is actually very good. This is now a Red Heart Philodendron propagations. This is after 8 months from propagation. So luckily, we were able to save two of the propagations. Let's measure our propagation. The bigger plant is quite big. It's more than 5 inches in terms of height, and our smaller plant is about more than 2 inches in height. We are still keeping our propagation in its propagation box until maybe when it reaches a manageable size. So that's it. We hope that you enjoyed this video on Red Heart Philodendron and you learned something. For more plant videos, we invite you to check out our channel and subscribe as well. This is Mommy G saying stay safe, stay healthy, and we hope to see you on our next video. Bye for now.